Here's a view. The peg I've chosen, first session, as you can see, it's really quite enclosed and quite tight. But we'll give it a go and see how things pan out. Here we go. First casts. The left hand rod with a 1 ounce bomb. There's a piece of meat on a hair rig, size 8 hook. Pretty awkward, overhanging tree, so be careful there. We'll cast that down towards the willow, about mid-channel. Just take the slack out of the line. Put the bait runner on, and the right hand rod, I've got 3 8mm robin red pellets on a hair rig, size 8 hook. Again, a 1 ounce bomb. And cast that upstream a bit towards that dead tree, just short of it. Just tighten up a little bit. Bait runner on. Check everything okay. Settle down a bit. We'll fire some hemp 3mm halibut pellets and micro robin red pellets and some bits of meat. Get that across mid-channel-ish, maybe a little bit further. Put 3 or 4 pouchfuls in there. Pretty much repeat that every 15-20 minutes or so and recast on a similar sort of interval. A couple of hours have gone by with only a few little taps on the meat rod and absolutely nothing on the robin reds, and there's a take. Wow. That's pulling strongly, and that's definitely a barbel. And this is a heavy fish. Keep it out of that snag on the far side, all those willows lining the far bank. Really stretching. Having to put me back into this, gain some line. Put a great deal of effort into this. It's making its way upstream. Typical barbel, but this is really heavy. This feels like a really big fish. And that is most definitely a barbel. And there's a bush just to the right here, and I've got to stop it getting in there. Yeah, it's out of that. And now it's going downstream again and through those reeds. Oh, and it's cut them all. Well, they were awkward anyway, so I'm glad they're out of the way. Yeah, and that is very, very big barbel. Whoa. Usual lunge at the end. Still hasn't given up. And that is safely in the net. What a relief. Pressed it up before unhooking it. Give it a good rest, because that was a hell of a struggle. Put it into deeper water. rested up. Don't know about the barbel, but I need a rest as well. Well, we've given it a good few minutes. Time to unhook it. That is a really big fish. Just unhook it. So we've unhooked it. Get it back in the river for another rest. Okay, so it's been in resting again for a few more minutes. I'm going to have to weigh this. I'll get my scales out. I'm definitely going to have to weigh it because it looks bigger than standard for in here. So I know the weight of the landing net head, and I've adjusted the scales accordingly. I'm going to give it a quick weigh, and that is, well, I'm shocked. I was not expecting that.
Giant.
That is heavy. I'll get this back in the river for a further rest. And here it is.
This is huge.
For the River Teme.
£13.6.
Absolutely delighted with that. Previous best was £12.4 from the Teme a couple of years ago. It really does appear that these are getting bigger, and maybe that's down to the lack of competition, because you very rarely get anything under about £6 these days. Certainly I haven't caught a small barbel out of the Teme for many a year, probably dating back to the mid 2007 to 2011. It appears the recruitment for the smaller size fish is just not happening, and I just hope that the population in the Teme for these barbel has got to the point where there's not going to be many barbel here in the future. And there it is again, probably a better view. Absolutely magnificent. So we'll give it a further rest, a few more minutes, make sure it's completely recovered from the ordeal, and make sure I'm completely recovered from the ordeal as well. just swam away, nice and strong. And there you go. Well, thanks for watching, and to continue to support my channel, and there'll be more upcoming videos from a week on the team in the coming weeks, and hopefully you'll continue to enjoy watching those too. From this most challenging of the rivers now, where catching even one barbel or chub from a session is a real achievement these days.